Okay, well, I want to thank you again for taking the time to do this testimony for the viewers who are really wanting to understand what the combination of a session using rapid release reprogramming with intuition skills is all about. So I
Hmm.
thank you. This is Sasha Sabbath, and this is Gloria Carpenter. And I'll just go ahead and start asking you some questions. And the very first question has to do with you telling us about you. So, what I'd love is for you to just say a little bit about your business, your work, and also the vision that you have of the impact you want to make with your services. So whenever you're ready.
Sure, and thank you for that opportunity, Sasha. It's my absolute pleasure doing this because I know that people will benefit from your services.
Thank
For
you.
those of you, you're welcome. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Gloria Carpenter. I am a professional singer who I absolutely love what I do. And I'm an empowerment coach and a oh my goodness. And I'm a tired, tired empowerment coach. And also I help me out here. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so I'll help you out. I'll help you out. So let
Ah,
people,
got it. I got it. Wait a minute. It just came to me. I'm a best-selling author.
okay.
Oh my goodness.
Ah,
I wrote a book
ah,
during the pandemic called Power Up Your Dreams, Moving from Self-Defeat to Self-Belief.
mm,
And that is the third thing that I do. And everything that I do is about living with joy. And I love
ah.
what I do. And that's why I want to empower people from the inside out to do what they love.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about that background graphic now that you've told me about the joy factor. Tell us about that.
Sure. On the cover of my book is a jumping girl, jumping with joy. She loves her life. And people
Ah,
actually ask me if that's me. It could have been me, but it wasn't. I cheated. And I got it on a different source, but I absolutely love it. And that's part of my branding now.
yes, beautiful. So we know that the direction that your life goes is empowering and singing and bringing people into the stream of joy. So now the question is, what was it that had you want to have a session of what we did? So specifically, what life areas or issues did you want to address in a session, which is, really what you wanted to resolve, and therefore you sought some support.
There were multiple things, actually. The first thing is that because I do so many things, I felt like my life was out of balance. And I had so many projects going on at the same time that I just, I needed some peace and I was getting frustrated and anxious over, I wanted it done now. I want everything done now. And that's just not how it works.
Yeah.
So I like you, I lean into my intuition a lot, but I felt like I could learn from you and to go deeper with my intuition. I
Yes.
wasn't expecting your rapid release reprogramming to be so powerful because that was a biggie for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it was more about having flow in my life and peace and self-care because I had a habit, which I'm in the midst of changing right now because of you, of going to bed at 4 a.m. and waking up at noon and set my whole body off because I'd wake up groggy, my morning was shot, and it just wasn't serving me.
Yeah. Yeah. So what did you notice had shifted for the better by the completion of our session?
Well, that rapid release programming gets, as you put it, it matches your subconscious with your conscious. And you really got to the meat of my hidden belief that I wouldn't reach the highest potential in my life. That was my, as you know, I got really emotional during your session and going back to where I got that belief and then releasing it and reprogramming it the way you did was just like, oh, okay, I can start afresh.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah,
Just fabulous. And so how did you notice that the impact of that showed up in your life from that point forward?
I haven't felt anxious or
Oh,
frustrated. It's a different
mm,
frame of mind. It's like, yeah, I'm going to reach my highest potential, no doubt about it. It might take some time, but I'll get it done. I will, I will, I will. It's not a I can't or I won't. It's an I will
mm,
because I got to that place of what was holding me back. And that's
yes,
something that without your guidance and that particular rapid release, I don't know if I would have even thought about that.
exactly. And so how did it change your behavior, your in terms of your outer world actions? I'm very clear, and it's beautiful, about the shift in your inner world, your mood, your thoughts, your emotions. What about your action steps?
I have been weaning myself off of a late schedule when I can, because as you know, I sing late on weekends. And I get home at 4 a.m. But on the days that during the week that I'm not singing, I have weaned myself down to going to bed at 2 a.m. instead of 4 a.m. And that I know it sounds weird, but it has helped a lot. It's helped a lot. Now, last night I was having nightmares, so that's why my brain is kind of fuzzy right now. Um,
Ah,
but, but other than that, I mean, I'm really taking action on what I learned on my inner world is creating my outer world, and that's how it works in this world, as we both know. And I also feel more at peace. I'm not frustrated.
mm,
Frustration
mm.
is gone.
Oh, beautiful. Have you noticed that things that you wanted to do, again, I'm still in the action arena. Have you noticed that things that you wanted to do, you are doing more easily, or you're doing whereas before you would procrastinate and you wouldn't do that? Was that any part of your experience?
I have been working on my course. I've been working on these courses that I am part of, doing things in small increments. I'm getting things done, but I'm not stressing over it. And that's a
Great.
big difference. It's a big difference because for me, it's all about doing things with ease and being inspired. I need to have that team on my, like working through me. And that's another thing about you that I wanted to work with you because it's not just working with Sasha. There's a whole spirit team behind you leading the way.
Oh, that's beautiful. And do you feel that you sense your spirit lovers, your spirit teams, your spirit guardians, your spirit entourage around you more?
I feel that I'm more open and that is that I'm able to be a clearer and more open vessel for them to come through. And when I sit down to write, I have no idea what's going to come out of me. And I just close my eyes and I just ask for guidance, ask for co-creation of this project. I was I think I'm just more in tune with doing it all the time because
Beautiful.
sometimes if I don't, it's just not doesn't come out right.
Yes, exactly. 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 It's what I refer to frequently as the heaven and earth factor. And we totally are depriving ourselves if we do not turn to this immense treasure that is right there for us. They came with us. They are there for us. Oh, I just love what you're
Yeah,
saying.
because they're higher beings of consciousness. Our
Yes,
human brains can't go to where they are. They have to come
yes,
to us.
yes, yes. And you're doing it with greater ease, is what I'm hearing you say. Yeah,
That's exactly what I said.
wonderful. So then let's talk about the kind of person that you feel would really benefit from these sessions, meaning what would be going on in their life? What would be bothering them? What would be something they're searching for? Where, let's say you heard them talking and you would think, ah, sessions with Sasha, you know?
Okay, yes. Well, first of all, they have to be open to the spiritual realm. I don't think they're going to get a benefit from you if they're not open to it. That's number one. Number two, anyone who is stressed out in their life, like working mothers, they don't have time for themselves. Entrepreneurs who are just so stuck in their business and doing, just giving them a moment to breathe and tap into their peace. People who go through life transitions, like divorced women that are looking to find themselves again. Just really getting clear on who they are and tapping into their inner world so that their outer world can be changed.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So what would you say would be the thing that they are aware of is bothering them, where they would then seek out this kind of work that they're aware bothers them?
Oh, well, stress can cause a whole host of physical symptoms for them. They could just be pulling their hair out, it just if their life is out of balance and they are having a hard time with it. If they're snippy, if you're talking to them and they just snap on you for no reason, there's something going on inside of them that needs to be healed and be brought to their attention.
Beautiful. So you think that the key indicator might be that they know that they're stressed out, that they know that their life isn't going the way they want it to, and they admit it, and they want help with it. Is that what I'm hearing would be
Yes,
some?
yes, they become so acutely aware of it that they
Yeah,
want the help. They don't
yeah,
want to live this way. They want to be happy. They want to live their lives and enjoy it.
yes, yes. Okay, let's see what else I want to ask you, and then I think we're almost done. And so, what would be the reasons why you would recommend me as a facilitator? Because there's so much, we are living in such potent times for people to get support and help and education and training and transform themselves. So why would you recommend me?
Okay, I'm going to have fun with this one. Let me start with the fun factor. You are just a delightfully fun person to speak
Thank you.
with. When you hire a coach, you want that coach to understand you. You want to be understood. Everyone wants to be heard and understood. And I got that from you. I felt totally understood. You were always checking in with me to say, did I get that right? How are you feeling? What's going on? What are your thoughts? Did I get it right? You were always like in tune with me and not putting your own spin on things. You were just listening so intently. You're an active listener. Um, and you're also very calm and you're confident in what you do and what you bring to the table. So there's just your personality is just so perfectly aligned with your intuitive nature and who you are and what you do and how you help people.
Thank you so much. Yeah, well, let's see, what can I say? I feel that it is, it's an honor. It's a privilege. It is sacred space. That's the word I'm looking for. It is sacred space to work with somebody, to step into their world, to ask questions where they have to go into tender places. And I take that very seriously. And I'm grateful that you receive it the way that you just described. Thank you.
I did, and thank you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much because you, in your own way, you helped me get past the whelm and the frustration and the anxiety about not having everything done now because I don't
Okay.
need, yeah.
Okay, so now that's an important thing for people to recognize, is that if they have a tendency to want to get everything done now, and then the impatience and the irritability and the self-judgment and maybe the self-flagellation and the sense of failure and all the stuff that can come out of I got to get it done now. That I think is a good point for people to hear so that they can relate if it pertains to them. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Thank you.
Well, I think that what you're doing is remarkable because you are bringing to the table a very seasoned professional. That's what you are, being a seasoned singer as you are, the performer, the late hours, the having to get the energy up to perform no matter how you're feeling because people have paid for the gig, et cetera, et cetera. And then to also bring that laced in with your transformational personal development, helping people become uplifted, is a beautiful, beautiful toolkit and life experience treasure chest that you then bring, that you then bring to the transformational world. And so I thank you for the work that you do.
Oh, thank you so much, Sasha. That means so much to me. And yes, it is another passion. I had a passion of singing and dancing my whole life. But then when I wrote the book, I said, oh, got life experience to share with people.
Yes,
Yeah. And that was just brought on the passion of becoming a coach and helping people. And now with the
yes,
online course that I'm doing, I want to reach out. We just keep going and
yes,
evolving. And you have
yes,
people like you, people like me who come along and can help you. So,
yes.
and I'm glad
Yeah.
our paths crossed, and I'm glad that you reached out to me during that event.
Yes, well, I picked up on you because I pick up on light. And
Mhm.
anybody who's watching this interview is going to see that
Yeah.
in you, and they'll see it on me because it's streaming in through my window here. It's hitting me here.
See what I mean? Fun.
Yeah, right. Well,
Yeah,
yeah. Why not? Why do it if it ain't fun, right?
that's right.
But
That's right.
but the important thing is that the world of the spirits and the longing to be the best that we can be and the self-love to do what it takes to heal whatever needs to be healed so that we can have a beautiful experience in this lifetime. Regardless of what's going on in the country and the world, we still can have a blessed experience in a lifetime. That's what I'm here to do, and you're doing it in your own way with your people. So on that note, what I'd love is, do you have a website? Do you have an email address? Do you have a way for people to stay in touch with you?
I certainly do. And thank you for asking.
Yeah.
My website is powerupyourdreams.com. And I have a free gift on there for anyone who is interested in designing a dream life and being happy. I have 10 key questions for you to ask yourself. Use your intuition to answer these questions um, about designing a life you would love. And also, I have a guided audio visualization, and it's called Meet the Future You. Okay.
Beautiful. Why don't you put that in the chat so that when I upload this to whichever platforms, I'll include that in the description.
I
So
sure will.
let's have you do that real quick.
Okay.
And then,
And if people would like to reach me directly, I'll put my email address as well.
okay,
That's the website. And this is my email address, gloria@gloriacarpenter.net.
okay, just put it in the chat so that I can include all of that in
Whoop,
the
I have a
description.
typo. I have a typo in the website. That's not good. You see that?
No.
Power up your,
Oh, yeah.
yours is backwards. I mean, I'm a little dyslexic, but I see it in print.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, at
there
least
you
you
go.
caught it.
I just, I
Okay.
know that wouldn't have been good.
Okay, my dear. So on that note, what would you like as a closing statement for people that would encourage them to at least talk to me about these services?
I'm going to give them a quote that you told me. Let me see if I can find it because it was really good. Um,
Is that the one that I made up during the
you
session?
did make it up. You did
Oh,
make
yeah.
it up.
Yeah, I remember.
I just need to find it. Give me 1 second. Oh, wow. Do you remember what it was? Because I remember it was
No.
like having, it was something like having subconscious beliefs is like driving with your brakes on. Not something like that. Oh, I wish I could find this.
Well, if you do, just email it to me and I'll include that in the description as well, because during sessions I'm channeling and I sometimes forget exactly what I say. You know,
Okay,
many people have that experience that when they're getting their intuitive transmissions, it's in the moment and then poof, it's gone.
I got it.
So,
I found it.
okay, let's hear. What is it?
Getting in your own way with subconscious beliefs at the helm is like driving with your brakes on.
Okay, I'm writing this in the chat. Getting in your
I
own.
can cut and paste it.
Okay, good. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, I'll wait for you to put it there. And
Okay.
then we'll call it a day and then on to your light path and I'll go on with mine. There it is.
Wonderful. There you go.
Getting in your own way with subconscious beliefs at the helm is like driving with your brakes on.
Yeah.
That's very true. I'm glad I said it.
Yes. Yes. And people
Okay.
need to know that. Okay. I,
No, no, no,
I,
say it, say it.
no, I was just going to say people need to know that they are worthy and deserving of living their happiest lives. And if you want
Yes,
to do that, contact Sasha or contact me and anybody else that can elevate you to your next
yes,
step.
exactly. Amen.
Yes.
All right, off we go. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
your
much.
time. Mwah.
Well, back at you. Bye, Sasha.